Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Knit, Crochet y Tejido. In this video I'm going to teach you how to knit this adult size hat. It is very easy to do, the easiest stitch ever, you will see. I hope you guys like it and give it a try, and here is the list of material you're going to need to make it. If you are not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell, that way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my videos in Spanish and English. If you receive a Spanish video and you want to see in English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel, that you will find the English version in there. To make this hat, I'm going to use loops and thread, Charisma, 100% acrylic, 100 grams, the color Think Pink is bulky 5 and only have 100 meters. I'm gonna use a pom-pom and a button to secure the pom-pom in the inside. The netting needles that I'm gonna use is these two different sizes. Since my Chiagu set don't have a 7mm, I'm gonna use this 7mm bamboo for the brim of the hat and the 8mm for the top of the hat. I'm gonna use this marker that is at the same time a round counter, that way I can count the round to keep track of the design of the stitch. If you don't have a round counter, you can use a piece of paper and a pen or pencil. And I still don't decided if I'm gonna do the decrease at the top of the hat with the double pointed needle. I have them here just in case, a 8mm double pointed needle. You're gonna need tapestry needle. I decided not to use the double pointed needle for the decrease, just in case you don't have them or you don't know how to work with them. This hat is so easy to do, that's why I decided just to do the easiest decrease for the beginners. The stitch that we're gonna cast on is multiple of 8 plus 1 to close the circumference of our hat. So I'm gonna cast on 49 stitches, 48 for the hat plus the 1 to close the circumference. So I'm gonna wrap in the 7mm needle, the yarn to leave the tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, 12 and 12, 24, 24 and 24, 48, plus a little extra for the 49 and a little extra for tail. I'm gonna do a slip knot, and with the 7mm you're gonna start casting on your 49 stitches. Since the needles are thick and the yarn is bulky, with only those 48 stitches you will have an adult size hat. It will be very fast and easy to do, you will see. So like that you're going to continue casting on your 49 stitches. I have my 49 stitches. Now I'm gonna do a knot to secure the last one. We're gonna start with the first row, and it will be the super elastic cast on. And it will be the 1 by 1. We're gonna start with the 1 by 1 rib, a super elastic 1 by 1. So you're gonna net the net and pass the purl without working. So you're gonna start with a regular net, the first one. Yarn to the front as to purl, and you're going to pass the purl without working. Yarn to the back over that stitch and net. Yarn to the front as to purl, and you're going to pass the stitch without working. Yarn to the back, net. Yarn to the front, you're going to pass the purl without working. Yarn to the back, net, yarn to the front, pass the purl without working. And like that you're going to do all your stitches until the end. You start with a net and you're going to finish with a net stitch. I finished that first row. Now we're going to close the circumference, and I placed already the marker in that place because that is the last stitch, and this one is the one that we're going to cast off, the last knit that I did. So you have to make sure that this part is not twisted before you close the circumference. And it looks small, but I already done adult size hat with this amount of stitches, this size needle, this type of yarn, and it's perfect. So now you're going to slip the first stitch from the left hand needle, and the last one, the one before the marker, you're going to pull it and cast it off on top of that one. It'll be nice and big and loose, but once you pull your working yarn, that stitch will close completely and you'll close the circumference. Now we're going to do the opposite of what we did in the first row. This time we're going to pass the net without working, and we're going to work the purl. So that first stitch that you slip is the net without working. Now yarn to the front, you're going to purl, you purl. Yarn to the back as to net, and you're going to pass this net without working like a purl from the front strand like that. Yarn to the front, purl, yarn to the back, and net without working. Yarn to the front, purl, yarn to the back, and net without working. Yarn to the front, purl, and yarn to the back, and net without working. And like that you're going to continue working all your stitches, and you're going to end with a purl. The stitch before the marker, and here is a purl stitch. I finished round 2. Now for round 3, you're going to knit the net and purl the purls. So you're going to start with a knit and then a purl. A knit and a purl. Knit, purl. Like that, you're going to continue all the way around with a knit and a purl. I finished round 3. Now I'm going to work on 4, and number 4 is exactly the same as 2. You're going to pass the net without working, and you're going to purl the purls. Yarn to the back, pass the net without working, and you're going to purl the purls. Yarn to the back, pass the net, yarn to the front, purl. Like that, you're going to continue in this round 4. 5 will be like 3. You're going to work all the stitches. And number 6, you're going to repeat what you're doing in this one. You're going to pass the net and work the purl. And number 7 will be like 3. You're going to work all the stitches. Those are the amounts round that we're going to do for the border, because the yarn is thick. You don't need to do that many rounds. So we're going to do only those 7. So in one round you work all the stitches, and the next one you pass the net and work the purl, and the next one you work all the stitches, and in the next one you pass the net and work the purl, and so on until you have your 7 rounds. I finished round 7. Now I'm gonna remove the marker and I'm gonna move it back to 0 because we're gonna start with the first round of the stitch, and now we're gonna change our needle sizes and start up with the first row of the stitch. I'm gonna start round 1 and changing the needle sizes. So what we do in round 1 and 2 we're gonna repeat until round 6, and then what we do in round 7 and 8 we repeat until round 12, and that will be our 12 round repetition, and then you start again with round 1. So it's very easy, you'll see. So you're gonna do 4 purl and 4 net. That's round 1. So you're gonna start changing your needle sizes, and you're gonna start with 4 purls. That's 1. It's a little bit more difficult with these bamboos here. They don't. There. They're a little more stiff. So 2, 3, 4 purls and 4 net. So that will be round 1. 4 purl, 4 net, 4 purl, 4 net. So you start with 4 purl and you'll finish with 4 nets at the end of this round 1. So I place the tip of the needle in here, that way don't make that noise each time I move in here. So again, you're gonna do 4 purls, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 4 net. So as easy as that. It's round 1. And 4. And now you will go back again, 4 purl, 4 net. And I finished that first round. I already did this little piece in Spanish. So I mark here that I did round 1. So now we're gonna start. Just pretend that your marker is here, and you're gonna start with your 4, where you have your 4 purls. You're gonna do the first stitch is 1 purl, and round 2 you're gonna start with 1 purl, 2 nets, 1 purl, and you're gonna net the 4 nets, and that's it. That's what you're gonna repeat until the end. Very, very easy stitch. Again, you start where you have your 4 purls, you do 1 purl, you do 2 nets, the last purl you purl, and then you do your 4 nets. And like that you're going to continue all the way until the marker. So it's very, very easy. So in round 1, what you did 4 purl, 4 net, 4 purl, 4 net. Now in round 2, 1 purl, 2 net, 1 purl, 4 nets. So it's very, very easy stitch. So you continue doing that, 1 purl, 2 net, 1 purl, 4 nets, all the way until the end where you start the round. I finished round 2. Now in 3 I work on these few stitches in Spanish. Now I'm gonna start in here. Pretend that your marker is at this point, and you have your first purl. So now for round 3 is 4 purl, 4 net. So you're gonna purl the 4 purls, and 4, and now you net the nets. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and again 4 pearls, and 4 net, and like that you will continue in round 3. Now we're working in round 4. I started these stitches in Spanish, so pretend that your marker is in here. We're going to do the repetition of 2. And you're going to start with 1 purl, 1 net, another net, and 1 purl. Now 4 nets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, you're going to do 1 purl, you're going to do 2 nets, 1 and 2 nets, 1 purl, and 4 net stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And like that, you're going to continue in this round. I finished round 4. Now in 5, you're going to do a repetition of 1. You're going to do 4 purl, 4 net, 4 purl, 4 net. When you finish that round, you're going to work on round 6, and that will be a repetition of 2. You're going to do 1 purl, 2 net, 1 purl, 4 nets. 1 purl, 2 net, 1 purl, 4 nets. And when you finish round 6, I will meet you here to start round 7. I finished round 6. For 7 and 8, what we're going to do is exactly the same what we've done so far, but we're going to change the position of the stitches. So in round 1, we start with 4 purl, and then we did 4 net. This time we're going to do 4 net, and then 4 purl, 4 net, 4 purl. And then in round 8, what we did in round 2 was 1 purl, 2 net, 1 purl, 4 net. This time we're going to start with the 4 net, and then 1 purl, 2 net, 1 purl. We're just changing the position as the stitches, and that's it. That is the design of this beautiful stitch. So you're going to start with 4 net, and then where you have the net, you're going to purl this time. So you finish 7 and 8, you're going to net the nets. So you're going to start with 4 net. And then you're going to do 1 purl, 2 nets, 1 purl. And again, you're going to do 4 net, one purl, 2 nets, and 1 purl stitch. And like that, you're going to continue all the way until the end at this round 8. Once you finish round 8, you're going to work on 9. 9 is exactly like 7. 4 net, 4 purl, 4 net, 4 purl. Round 10 is like 8. 4 net, 1 purl, 2 net, 1 purl. Round 11 is 4 net, 4 purl, 4 net, 4 purl. And number 12 is 4 net, 1 purl, 2 net, 1 purl. Work on those extra round, and I will meet you here once I've done the 12 rounds to show you how the stitch look and what you're gonna do. I finished round 12, and this is the stitch. They look gorgeous and it's very easy to do. So to make the hat even easier, I'm gonna continue with this same repetition until the hat measure 9 inches. I don't gonna do the double pointed needle cast off or decreases, because this way, if you're a beginner and you want to make this hat and you never work with double pointed needle, you can make this hat, no problem. At the end, I will do the decreases without the other needles, just with this one that I'm working with. So you're going to continue with those 12 round until your hat measure from here, from the border, 9 inches. Remember, we're going to start now in repetition on round 1, and it is 4 purl, 4 net, 4 purl, 4 net, and then after that you will do 1 purl, 2 net, 1 purl, 4 net, and you continue with that repetition until round 6. And round 7 you will change the work around. Where you have the purl, you will do the net, and where you have the net, you will do what you're supposed to do with the purl. Work those round until your hat measure from the border 9 inches, and I will meet you here. Here I have my 9 inches, and the hat look small, but it's stretched a lot because the thickness of the yarn and the needles. So I finished with the repetition of round 8. Now I'm gonna do the decrease, and I'm gonna net 2 together, net 2 together, net 2 together all the way around for the first round of decrease. Once you finish the round of decrease, you're gonna do one round of net. You don't gonna decrease, and you have 24 stitches because the half of 48 is 24. And after that, you're gonna do one more round of decrease, and you'll end up with 12 stitches. You'll cut a strand of yarn long enough to pass it through those stitches twice. You're gonna pull it, tie it up, and secure it in the inside. And that's what we have left to do, those 2 rounds. One with no decrease and the last one with decrease. I already saw the handmade tag. That way you can see it without the pom-pom. Like this, a look without the pom-pom. You can leave it like that. It looks really, really nice. I love that stitch. And then now I'm gonna sew this button in the inside. I'm gonna pass the elastic part of the pom-pom, wrap it a few times, that way it's nice and secure, and that will be the pom-pom like that. If you don't have one of these pom-pom and you want to do a pom-pom, this is the leftover yarn from the ball, so you can do a pom-pom with this. And this hat is not a fitted hat. It's a little bit loose in the back because the 9 inches plus those extra round. If you want it more like a fitted hat, do an 8.5 inches and then do those round of the crease. But if you like almost like a slouchy, it's not quite a slouchy, you'll need to do 1/2 inch more to be more like a slouchy. You can do 9.5 inch if you want a slouchy hat. But I absolutely love this hat. Now I'm gonna sew the button to place the pom-pom. Something that I wanted to mention, when you sew the button in the inside, don't do it right in the center. You have to do it to the side. That way when you pass the elastic through the little center hole, you can pass it through. Well, this is the end result, and I absolutely love the hat. Look amazing with the black pom-pom. This is the perfect last minute gift because you can do this in no time. It's very fast to do and easy. And I absolutely love the stitch. This for a cardigan or a sweater, it will look amazing, or the neck warmer that match the hat. But I don't have time to do the neck warmer for this hat this time, so I will be doing it maybe in another time to try how it look in a different yarn. So I hope you guys like it and give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. And if you make this beautiful hat and you want to send me some pictures, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Net Crochet y Tejido, or my Instagram, Ruby Net Crochet y Tejido. Please share my video with friends and family. That way you help me grow here on YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.